welcome back to the PM Podcast.
Sorry.
Welcome back to the PM Podcast. I'm Aaron. This is Blake.
How you doing?
And today we are talking about how to build a business.
How to build the business.
Part 2 from like 2 weeks in a row. Because we promised that we were going to do this and we never got to it. We had your wedding and then had 2 parts to your wedding and then we never ended up doing it. So we're doing it today.
And Hoosiers.
But before we get into that, happy freaking birthday, Blake.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It is November 29th, the day of your birth and your golden year.
My golden year.
Yeah, so he's turning 29 on the 29th. How's it feel?
Not really a whole lot of difference yet.
Yeah, not feeling it yet?
No, got a little kink in my hip, but that's about it.
Kink in your hip?
My kink in my hip.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
You just woke up. That's how you know you're getting old. I woke up, my hip hurt. I don't know why.
I don't know.
It was just cold out.
Baby, it's cold outside, and my hip hurts.
Yeah. Dang it. So you just woke up one day and it was hurting?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just woke up. I was like, well, that's weird. Okay. Cool.
So, no, you're 29 now.
Yep.
So, are you at all a little worried about 30?
No.
No, not at all?
I'm actually excited.
Okay, that's unusual. How are you excited?
Because I'm just excited to see what I can get accomplished by year 30.
Okay, fair enough. So, do you have anything? I mean, do you have anything planned for your birthday? I mean, I know. Yeah, is anything special planned or?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so there could be something in the works. You just have no idea.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
If there is,
you don't know about it.
I don't know a damn thing about it.
Are you going to plan anything, or are you going to just like what it is?
It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it.
You know, you got to have a party on your 30th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got
dirty 30. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
you gotta go crazy on your 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Might as well.
It only happens once.
Yeah. I mean, well, you could say this. You could say that every year. Well, turn 29 only happens once. Are you sure?
Yeah, but you've stopped growing now. Like, now is like...
What you talking about, Willis?
You're on your way to death.
Hey, I've been on my way to death ever since I've been born.
Nope, not true.
Every time I breathe,
not true.
I'm dying.
Until you're 25. 25. So you're constantly growing. Your mind and your body is constantly growing until you're 25. And then you are the person you're going to be at 25. And then your body slowly starts decaying until you die.
I don't receive it. I don't receive it. I'm going to keep growing.
You're just like, no, I'm still growing, bitches. I grow every single night with my wife.
That's right.
You know what's funny?
God?
You're a woman.
Okay, what's up?
Your hump day segment has you saying that exact thing to Blake in a recap.
Wait, what?
I picked a segment where you're telling him you're growing so you're 25.
What episode did I say that in? Hold on, we can't play that game yet because we have to guess the episode that came from.
You don't know what episode that is, though.
Yeah, I don't either. Do you have any idea? I have no idea where I would have said that to you, bro. We have over 200 episodes.
200.
There is no way that we're gonna be able to play this game very well.
Not without some options.
There's no options.
Oh,
you have to just guess the episode.
Well, looks like I'm drinking.
Now, I don't think you have to like. I think how they're playing the game, you don't have to like give them the episode number. Like you don't have to say, "Oh, this is episode 105." You can just say, "Oh, this is the episode where we," and then you can just like where we got waxed or where we, or where we ate the pepper or where we did. Like you can just guess like, though you can just use the titles. You don't have to actually say the episode number.
Oh, okay.
Because at this point, I don't even know.
I was gonna say, like, you would be the only one that knows that.
I only know up to like the first 70, and then second season I wouldn't be able to tell you. Because first season was easier because the first season was easier because we did 117 episodes in a whole season. So basically a whole year's worth of content we did 117 episodes, right?
Yep.
Well, we've been releasing content since August of this year, mid-August of this year for season 2. And it's November now. So November, so it'd be August, September, October, November. So it's been 3 months. We've been releasing content for 3 months, and we have filmed and released 88 episodes
Boom.
in 3 months. So I think after this year, when season 2 ends, we'll have like almost 300 episodes of the show.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because you got to think about it. We're going to have 170 something 3 months from now.
Yeah.
So when we're in February, it'll be like, holy crap, bro.
Yep.
We'll have 170. I think this season's gonna break 200. I think it is. I think we have 6 months of the show left. December,
Yeah.
January, February, March, April, May. So we have 6 months of the show left as of right now, and we do roughly 88 episodes a month or every 3 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have like 230 of just the show
Holy cow.
in one season. So we'll have like 300 episodes total.
Yeah. Good grief. That's crazy.
Man, that's wild. 200's a big deal, though.
Big dang deal.
200's a big deal. I didn't think we were going to do more than like 150, to be honest.
Big dang deal.
Did you think we were ever going to get this far?
I didn't really even think about it. I just kind of went with the flow, and
Yeah.
whatever happened,
You're
happened.
just like, it is what it is.
It's fun.
And you're like, damn, 200? Shit, okay.
I was like, oh, we did that many. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's been your favorite memory from the 200 that we've done? Not including Fear Factor, because the best moment for both of us was skydiving.
Yeah.
So out of all the things we've done in the show, skydiving's the best. But I'm talking about just the Potty Mouth Show, season 1 and 2. What was your favorite moment?
Really, when Matt came on the show and we forgot most of the stuff,
That was fun.
that was funny. But that one when we did like the karaoke afterwards, we started like just singing.
Yeah,
Random crap.
we got drunk and just stayed. I think we were up to like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Just recording stuff.
Yeah, just playing around in the studio. We had time. And we were like, screw it. That was fun.
But anyways,
Yeah, I think my favorite was the. Oh man, there's a lot. I think one of my best memories is where we sang. We stayed up super late and we sang like the national anthem, and we sang that one Backstreet Boys song. That was actually your mother son dance.
Yep.
At your wedding.
perfect fan.
There we go. Yep. I think one of my favorites to film, honestly, all of season 2, I've loved filming a lot more than I did season 1.
Same.
Because season 1, we sat in the same place for an hour and a half. Well, actually, that's not true. We would film 3 episodes a night usually. So we would sit in the same room for 4 hours, 5 hours, and just constantly. I was like, oh my god, I'm so bored. like this is, we're being goofy. They're really getting to see the comedic side of us, and they're really getting our audience. You guys are able to really be a part of the family and see the silly side of us a little bit more than you could. Because shooting the shit in season 1 was the only time you ever really got to see the funny side of us.
Yeah.
Like, we were comedic, but shooting the shit is where we really came out of our own.
Right.
And then now it's like you have No But Cooks, which is freaking hilarious. And you have Head to Head and Shooting the Shit. Like, these are like our 3 best performing segments, and they're funny. They allow us the opportunity to continually grow and change our content. So
Yeah.
which
I would agree with that.
before we go into business, I do want to say that if you guys do watch the YouTube channel regularly, we have changed a segment on the channel. Between the Sheets is no longer a thing. So this is the first public announcement that you'll get about it. When this episode releases, then there'll be a full statement afterwards on all the YouTube channel, all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But basically, with COVID, it was not feasible to have guests on the show, and so we resorted to bedtime stories, which didn't really perform like we wanted to, and the content really wasn't there. And so now, if you guys are avid listeners and watch the show, you guys have the power now. Tuesday is what we're going to call Fan Day. And so if you're a fan of the show, all you have to do is comment in the video that you're watching. So if you're watching Tuesday's, like let's say you watch Tuesday's segment the day it comes out, and you put a comment about what you want the next episode to be. You can put that comment in there, and then we will get to it, and we'll go through the list, and you guys will have the opportunity to pitch segments. And so you might see your segment on our YouTube channel. So it's kind of like a new take on some old content and giving you guys the opportunity to create content with us. And so you guys kind of have the lead and the direction on that. So
It'll be fun.
it'll be fun, yeah, to see what other people think about content and what they want to see from us. So
Oh, most definitely.
So it'll be good. But anyway, we're going to get into how to build a business. But first, we want to let you know that the PM podcast is supported by Circle City Tint. Circle City Tint gives you the premium window tint at a low price, tinting your full car right now at just $169.99. That covers any shade they have and a lifetime warranty. They have full ceramic window tint that helps with the heat. If you do, Indiana has weird weather. It gets 107 sometimes in the summer. So definitely having that ceramic window tint helps. It is a little bit more money, but it is 100% worth it. They do have one location here in Indiana. It's located on the east side over on East Washington Street. If you want more information about their window tint and what they have to offer, go ahead and give them a call, 317-788-8468, or go to the website, www.circlecitytint.com. Yes, it is winter, and snow is coming. It is unavoidable. So why not keep your car in the perfect climate all year round with Circle City's Arctic Start remote starts? Starting right now, you can get a remote start that can start your car and keep your car nice and warm for just $249.99, and that is a lifetime warranty on their services. I have it. I love it. Blake's getting his really soon. And they really are professional technicians that really do care about you, and that's why they offer the lifetime warranty. So keep your car in the perfect climate all year round. $249.99. Give them a call, 317-788-8468, or go to the website, www.circlecitytint.com. If you guys do want an extra 20% off your order, just go ahead and give them promo code PottyMouth at the time of purchase. You do have to show them the promo code before you pay, or actually when you check in, they'll ask for it, and you can give it to them then. If you do it afterwards, you can't accept it, so make sure you give it to them before. Promo code PottyMouth. Now back to the PM podcast. Alrighty, so we're gonna get into business.
Business.
We're gonna give you a few points. I'm not gonna go into it a whole lot unless you want a lot more. The biggest part, because I know a lot of you guys, like, you want to see, like, oh, how does the Potty Mouth Show do this? How do they make money? Like, they don't have that many followers. Like, you're right. Yeah, the show is not where we make money.
Yep.
And so we're going to teach you how to do that, how to kind of be a YouTuber, but also still be proficient and make money. So, and you can kind of pitch in because, you're a business owner too. So. Yep. You can kind of chip in where you want and go from there. Sound
Sure.
good?
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds good.
So the first point I'll say is if you have an idea, do it. It sounds very simple, and it is really simple. Don't wait. Don't keep making excuses. That's kind of the first thing any entrepreneur, if you have that entrepreneur mentality and you're tired of being in the same dead-end job or the same place over and over and over again, and you have these brilliant and great ideas that you just want to do, but you always find a reason not to do it, quit that shit right now. For real. Like, don't do it. You just need to whatever you're like, oh, well, I'll do it next week, or, oh, I got bills to pay. I need to stop. Start putting a plan together. Start putting a plan of action in place. because the only person that will ever stop you is you.
Yep.
And I think that is the biggest part to starting any business is you have to get over your own mentality. You have to kind of beat yourself a little bit.
Well, and Les Brown makes a comment on this saying that, and I've said this before, but they do say, it's like the wealth is actually in the graveyard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because most people will die with all their ideas and their creativity, and nobody knows about it.
Right.
It's like the reason for it is just because they die with their dreams. And it's just because they can't get over the fear.
Yeah, if you're not, there's so much fear and angst trapped when you're like, I mean, it's scary. I'm not gonna lie, it is very scary starting your own business. There's a lot on the line, and when you own your own business, you have this moment, right? There's this moment that I it's kind of like, okay, it's a lot like skydiving. Like when you're owning a business and starting your business is a lot like skydiving. It is very scary, and there's I mean, death is literally looking at you in the face. It's right there, and you have this moment where you have to either jump or you don't. And if you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be successful, there was and will never be a successful person that has not jumped. And the scariest part is they don't know if they have a parachute on or not. That's what's scary. And that's why people don't do it. So if you're going to jump, you got to jump and you got to pray that parachute's going to open. But here's the thing. If it doesn't, it's not like real skydiving where you die. You'll hit rock bottom. It's going to hurt a lot. And you're going to have to work your way back up, but you can still make it. You'll still be okay. And you can't get that mix. You got to be willing to jump.
Well, you will never hear a good story about somebody that doesn't end with, hey, it's like I started from the ground up, I failed, hit rock bottom, but I kept going.
Right.
It's like, I mean, look at Steve Harvey.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's like
man hit rock bottom multiple times.
I mean, but the thing, look at Oprah, look at Adam Sandler, all of them, Jim Carrey. It's like every single one of them has a story, and every single one of them, at some point in their life, failed.
Oh yeah.
You will never be able to run a successful business, no matter who it is, no matter how great the system is. You're never going to have a successful business until you fail. At least once.
Which that's why that brings me to the second point is first point, you have to jump. You have to jump. Can't wait. If you have the dream, chase the dream. Build a business plan. If you don't know how to if you're going to go in the comments, oh, I don't know how to build a business plan. Google it. The internet is your friend. Google how to build a business plan and write it out. You have to jump. You have to be willing to risk it all. That's number one. Number two is what Blake just talked about. Failure is not you failing. Failure is an opportunity for you to learn how to succeed.
Absolutely.
If you take your failures lying down and you're like, oh, I give up, I can't do it, you've already lost. The second you say, oh, I can't do it, the second you say I can't, you can't do it because you're done. You've already given up mentally. Once you've given up mentally, there is no drive. There is no power. There is no passion. That's it. You have to be willing to go and chase it. And so if you fail, go, oh, wow, that fucking sucked. All right, let's do it again.
Henry Ford made this statement that said, whether you can or you can't, you're always right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I probably butchered that, but that's the main point of it.
That's the point of it, yeah.
Whether you say you can or you say you can't, they're both usually right.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's all self-talk. It's like whatever you tell yourself is exactly how it's going to be. If you say you can't do something, well, you're right. If you say you can do something,
you're also right.
You're right.
Yeah.
And so you got to start believing in yourself. And if you can't, be around people, positive influences that will until you get it right.
You can't. The word can't should never be in your dictionary as an entrepreneur. It really shouldn't. Because if the second you even think, oh, I can't do this, you're done. It's over. You need to quit and move on.
Yeah. For example, remember earlier when Aaron said that, hey, you're not growing anymore.
Yeah.
Notice how I said, hey, I do not receive it.
He's like, all right, I don't believe you.
No, seriously.
I'm still growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I do not receive it. Right? He wasn't actually downgrading me, by the way.
Yeah, I was not
he wasn't
degrading
dogging
you.
me.
Yeah.
It was all in fun. But either way, though, for me, with my mindset,
Yeah.
I have to tell myself cancel. I have to tell him I do not receive it.
Right.
You're self-conscious. Instantly is going to feed that information. And in the back of your mind, if you hear it enough, you're going to start thinking that. So you have to say, hey, I do not receive it. I will not receive it. Because if you keep telling that, anytime, I used to have a rubber band on my wrist. And anytime I'd have any kind of bad thought, negative thinking, I would smack it.
Yeah, flip it.
I'd flip my wrist with it. So every time, and I programmed my brain to think that anytime I initiate pain with any negative thoughts. So my self-conscious instantly started thinking, okay, if I have a negative thought, it equals pain.
Yeah.
So my self-conscious said, well, that's not good. So we're not going to think negatively.
Right.
And so, and we train people on that all the time.
Yeah.
My wife and I both.
And so the biggest point is failure breeds success. You will learn from your mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, which we'll get into a couple of them, big ones on this show in a little bit. But failure, you will learn from your mistakes. There was a movie that actually said it really well. It was National Treasure, where he goes, Thomas Edison once said that he tried to make a light bulb 1,000 times. And when questioned about it, he goes, yeah, I found 999 ways how not to make a light bulb. And he said, I found one that worked. And so he basically, they said, well, why couldn't you do it? The word couldn't or can't wasn't in his mind. It was, oh, I just learned how not to make it. But from those mistakes and from me not learning how to do it, I learned how to do it.
Yeah, because they said, why? It was like, how did it feel failing so many times?
He's like, oh.
I never failed.
Yeah, I just learned how not to do it.
Yeah, I never failed.
Because you're just learning. When you're failing, you're just learning. You make a mistake, you move on. You learn from it. Failure, people put so much negativity with failure. You shouldn't. It's just an opportunity for you to learn and better yourself. So, point 1, you have to jump. Point 2, you have to be willing to fail and learn from it.
By the way, before you go on to point 3.
Go ahead.
Thomas Edison, right? The one who made the light bulb.
Yep.
He was deemed educated, like, I can't even say it.
Educated?
He was,
Alexa, stop. Ooh,
He-
that's the pie. I gotta
yeah.
go. Yeah, go ahead.
he was deemed retarded.
Oh, was it really?
He was.
You don't use that word.
Oh. Well, cut that out.
I will. He was. What was it?
Special?
Special needs.
Sure.
You have to watch that. Honey, what do? You don't say handicapped anymore. You don't say retarded. You say
Special needs.
okay, special needs.
Okay, we'll go with that.
And action.
Okay, so Thomas Edison actually was deemed special needs. Okay, well, when he was in school, he was the slowest in his class. I don't even think he finished school.
Oh, really?
But that's his thing, though. Like, it didn't matter, but he had the will and the drive to keep pushing forward and go through all that adversity.
Yeah.
But now he is remembered forever. So it goes right back to what is it you're willing to put up with?
Yeah. True. Okay, so point 3 is, so we have 1, Jump. Don't wait. Don't have this dream. Make that dream a reality. You have to jump and you have to chase it, right? 2 is you're going to fail. It's going to happen, but learn from those mistakes. Be willing to fail and be willing to look at the silver lining and learn how not to do something so you can do it better. Number 3, become a master at whatever you're doing.
Yep.
Study it. It doesn't matter if you're in marketing. It doesn't matter if you're in sales. It doesn't matter if you're in entertainment like we are. It doesn't matter if you are wanting to be a doctor. You need to be a master at whatever you want to do. If you want to own a soda shop and you want to have like burgers and fries and milkshakes and shit, you need to know everything about it. You need to know everything about the meat, where to get it, how to get it, what buns you want to use. If I ask you a question about what business you want to open, you should be able to answer it within seconds. You need to study it. You need to live, breathe, eat, and sleep that business. So that way, if you have an investor, if you have an opportunity come to you, if you have anything that's right at your front doorstep, you can see it, analyze it, and execute. If you're not informed, if you're not knowledgeable about what you want to do, then you shouldn't even. It's not a business. You have no intent in doing it. And you see a lot of wishers. I categorize wishers and dreamers very differently, because dreamers are the ones that have a vision. They're like us. They have a vision and they have an idea, and then they chase after it.
They take action.
Yeah, it's their dream. They want it. Wishers are the ones that go, oh, I wish I could do this, but then do nothing about it.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be nice if I could do that one day. Okay, what's stopping you? Do it. Don't wait. You want to go?
It is America.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. It is totally a mental thing. That's why I categorize them differently. They're not all dreamers. There's dreamers and there's wishers. Dreamers are the ones that go and chase it. Wishers are the ones that they wish they could but wouldn't do anything about it because they're too scared.
I agree.
And so you have to be a master in that area. You have to be you literally need to be the person to go to about that information. No matter what you're doing, you should know everything about it.
And by the way, guys, practice doesn't make perfect.
No.
Practice makes permanent.
That's a very good point. Because here's the deal. Especially in this industry. Our industry changes on a daily basis. The content that you want, the content that you crave, changes like that every single day. What was popular yesterday will not be popular tomorrow. And so we have to constantly learn. So not only do you have to be the master in your area, you also have to continue your education. It's like all these points that we're giving you, they can't be something that you just sit on forever and just be like, do it once or good to go. No, like you have to jump once, right? Okay, cool. Then you'll get comfortable for a little bit, and then you'll have, I want to expand, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, or I want to buy $13,000 in camera equipment. Do we have the budget for that? Probably not. And you have to jump again. Like you're never just doing it once and then stopping. You have to do it over and over and over again. You're gonna fail over and over and over again. The failures might not be as critical as like losing a business, but you could lose a significant amount of money, or you could invest a significant amount of money that doesn't really pan out the way you wanted it to. And you're always going to fail. You're always going to have to continue to jumping, and you're always going to have to continue learning, because the world never stops, and so you shouldn't either.
I mean, really in any industry.
Any industry. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. I just use this industry because pop culture literally changes every single day. So ours is very fluctuating, whereas like medicine, things change, but it's over course. Some have longer, but yes, everything is going to change no matter what industry you're in, regardless.
Yep.
So, point 1, what is it? Let's all say it together. You have to jump. Point 2, you have to be willing to fail. Failure breeds success. You have to learn from the mistakes to be successful. And number 3, you have to be the master in your field. You have to know every single thing about it.
Yep.
Number 4.
We're going 4.
There's 5. Number 4, you have to be persistent. Persistency is key. You cannot just let doors be shut in your face. If one door shuts, kick down the other fucking door. Don't wait. Right? You can't just be like, somebody says no, okay, cool, I'll just wait. You can't do that. Like,
Nope.
If one door shuts and they say no, you have one of two options. One, go to another door, or two, knock on the same freaking door and be like, hey, would you want to do it? And they're like, no, okay. Hey, would you want to do it? No. Same thing over and over and over again. A lot of our clients, not our clients, but this company's clients, a lot of our clients, which I'll get into what we do in a second, but our company's clients, I think maybe 80% of them, we didn't close the deal until the fifth interaction. The fourth or fifth phone call and meeting is when we actually wrote the contract.
So they say on average, when it comes to sales, it's you have to get at least 5 no's before you get a yes.
Yep.
On average.
Typically.
So you ask in like 5 different ways. Ask it the 6th time.
Yep.
Most of the time.
It's not going to hurt. They're just going to, all they can do is say no.
Yeah. We're still living.
Yeah.
We had quite a few no's. In so many different businesses.
Oh man. Yeah, and
so many.
And like I said, the worst they can do is say no. You have to. Oh, there's actually 6 points, but I'll fold it in with this one. So persistency and
we could talk about another.
No, it's fine. You need to be able to take rejection. So persistency kind of comes to this. Like if you have persistency as the main point, then the sub point is you have to be able to hear no. You have to be able to hear it. You can't get butthurt about it. You can't get offended by it. If they say no, step back, reapproach, and reattack. So you have to, like, if they say no, okay, whatever business you're in, if you get a no, all right, whatever you're trying to go toward, and they say no, okay, step back for a second, right? And look at why they said no. Reanalyze every single thing you went over and try to be in their shoes and be like, why would they say no to this? And start picking apart everything and then try to find the points where you think that they would have said no and then maybe reevaluate them and tweak them a little bit and then reapproach. If they say no again, go back. At some point, they're going to go and think about it. Once you've got that, then you're fine-tuning everything until they finally say yes. That's why it takes 5 to 6 times, because you have to fine-tune every single point to get that person to say yes.
So think about it this way. Les Brown just said this the other day. He used an analogy. He said, he goes, there's 2 guys in New York City, both shoe shiners. He said, first guy comes up and says, excuse me, can I shine your shoes? Excuse me, can I shine your shoes? Gets no's. Second guy comes up and goes, 97, 98, 99, 100. Excuse me, sir. Today's my birthday, and I just figured for the 100th person that I meet, I'd give a free shoe shine. Would you mind if I shine your shoes? Guy says, well, why, sure. Free shoe shine. Yeah. Shines the shoes, gets it all nice and shining, and goes, by the way, it's like, how much do you usually charge? $5, sir. He goes, well, here's the 10. Keep the change. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And while the guy walks away, he goes, 97, 98, 99, 100. Right? So the point of that story is that sometimes you have to do something that, is a little bit more creative at times. It's like, instead of just saying, hey, it's like, can I shine your shoes? Right? You do that little method. And the biggest point is getting them to sit down with you. That is the biggest task. Once you get that, you're golden.
Persistence is key. And he actually is leading into a great point. And this is my last point, which is perfect that you said it. I want to say one more thing. The first guy could have said, hey, instead of can I shine your shoes, they could go, hey, your shoes look like they need to shine. Like, make the person feel like they need it. And so, like I said, it could be different kind of reapproaching. But what Blake said is perfect, or I guess what Les Brown said is the guy walked away and then he would start counting again to the 100th person. Point number 5, consistency.
Consistency is key.
You have to be consistent. So what do we have first? We have jumping. You have to be willing to jump. You have to do it. You have to risk it all. It's going to happen. Number 2, you're going to fail. It's going to happen, but you got to learn from the mistakes and be positive about it and continue to learn. Failure is an opportunity to learn. Never forget that. Number 3 was...
Oh, shoot.
Number 3 was...
Don't put me on the spot.
Oh, come on. You got it. We have jumping, failing. Number 4 was persistence. So number 3 was...
Master
it.
Gotcha.
You have to master your field. So jumping, failing, mastering your field, being persistent, and consistency. Once you've got all these other 4, consistency is key. You have to do the same thing. Once you've mastered it, and once you're persistent, replicate it. Be consistent. You watched our first season. If you guys are listening and you watched the first season of the show, you saw 3 episodes a week. We were consistent. We posted every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, regardless of time, regardless of it. We were posting every single 3 days a week, regardless. Did not matter. It came out every single week, 3 days a week. Now you watch our channel.
Yep.
Have you noticed the big change? Now we're posting 6 days a week. We went from 3 to 6 days a week.
Yep.
There's only one day we don't post, and it's Sunday. So we used to only post 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we had some pretty good turnaround. Now we're posting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Consistency. You have to. Like for us. For us, it works like you guys expect. Okay, even those you don't watch the show but only listen to the podcast. You guys expect this show every single Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Right? It's gonna be there when you wake up. It's gonna be ready for you. You expect it. You are ready for it. And so that's what we breed. We have to be consistent. We're getting better. If you've noticed, our quality has drastically changed. So the show is currently in the process of jumping, failing, learning from it. Some segments did not work. We just had a segment fail. Between the Sheets did not work.
Yep.
We are not afraid to admit that. It sucked, and everybody hated it. And so we had to change it. Like, it wasn't anybody's fault. The audience did not respond to it.
Yep.
And so we had to change it. It was a failure. And so it's okay. Why didn't they like it? That's the first thing we went to. Why didn't they like it? And then we're like, maybe they want to see us behind the desk. Like, maybe they don't like us moving around so much. Like, No Book Cooks is fine because it's funny and whatever, but maybe they just want to see us behind the desk. Oh, wait. And then as soon as we put us behind the desk, boom, views double. So you have to be willing to fail, and kind of like we did, but you have to be consistent. So we post every single day, regularly, because you guys expect it. And so this is for any industry, by the way. So let's say you go to a restaurant, right? And you sit down. And I think Gary Vee is the guy that talked about this on his show. And he goes, you go into a restaurant, and the guy that you have dinner, and at the end of dinner, the manager, whoever, the owner, comes up to you and says, oh, hey, I see you had the steak tonight. You got to have my chicken. You'll love my chicken. And so he writes on the back of a business card, he's like, free chicken dinner, and hands it to him. Well, now he's going to come back and try the chicken. So when he comes back and tries the chicken, when he comes back, the owner or whoever's working, the manager, comes up and puts a red napkin on the table. The red napkin signals to the waiter that this is their second time back. So now, after their dinner's done, he's had the chicken. He's like, what did you think of the chicken? And the guy goes, oh, it was great. It was amazing. And he goes, oh, man, you're going to love my cheesecake. And he's like, here, come back for a free piece of cheesecake on me. So he writes on the back of his card again, free piece of cheesecake, and hands it to him. And so now he's going to come back for that cheesecake. Comes back for the cheesecake, normal dinner cloth or whatever, gives him the cheesecake. He's been back 3 times. Once someone's been to a restaurant 3 times, the likelihood of them coming back a 4th is like 80%. So it's all about consistency.
Yep.
If you can get somebody to come back, if we can get you to come back and listen to next week's podcast, we are being consistent. We've got you guys. And restaurants have got you. It's the same reason you go to McDonald's every single time. It's convenient. It's consistent. You know what you're going to get when you pay for it.
Yep.
So it is all about consistency. So really quick wrap up, and then we'll go into the company really quick for like 5 minutes, and then we'll wrap up because it is getting a little long. So one is you have to be willing to jump. This is for anybody, any of you that are watching, wanting to be an entrepreneur, YouTuber, business owner. It doesn't matter. 1, you have to be willing to jump. Okay. 2, you have to be willing to fail. 3, because you have to learn from that. 3, you have to master your skill. You have to master your area, whatever you want to be in. You have to master it. 4, you have to be persistent. No is not an answer. No is an opportunity to get a yes. Every time you hear a no, that's just a maybe. It's always a yes, right? In the business world, with women, it's always no means no.
You're always one step closer to a yes, the more no's you get.
Boom. And number 5, be consistent. Once you've got all the 4, be consistent. And have that consistency and be successful. It's really easy. You just got to do it, and you got to want it, and you got to chase it.
You will be successful if you do that.
You will. If you do all those 5, man, you will be surprised. Look at us. We're getting there. We still got a lot of learning to go. We still got a lot of failures to make, but we're getting there.
Yep.
With the business, I'll go into this. No, you know what? Where are we at on time? Let me see where we're at. You know what? We're gonna cut it here. We'll do a part 3. So we did part 1 like 3 weeks ago. We'll do a part 3 to this, and we'll go into the PM media, how this company makes money, how we afford all of the show and all of that, because I know you guys like to see behind the scenes and stuff like that, because that's kind of what that's what this show is for.
Yep.
So we'll go into that next week. So make sure you come back. Once again, consistency. Make sure you come back to hear the outcome of this. See, we got you. So if you like this episode of the PM Podcast, make sure to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast, iTunes, Spotify, or you can watch it here on YouTube. If you are watching it here on YouTube, first of all, thank you. We love you. And make sure you like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you fun, silly, goofy content like this. With that being said, that is all, and we will see you next time on the PM Podcast.